one of our clients, one of our customers wanted to know which is better to buy between an electric vehicle and a hybrid vehicle. Of course, both vehicles are good and they depend on your purpose. So for the purposes of others that may be confused about this, we are doing this video. Now, if you can afford the cost of a brand new electric vehicles, because it's going to be more pricey to buy one compared to the hybrids, then go ahead and buy the electric vehicles. Again, if you have access to charging facilities, if it's easy for you to charge your electric vehicles, buy the electric vehicles. Then keep in mind that with the hybrid vehicles, even if it has both the conventional system and the electric system, which is the battery system, it's going to require very little fuel to run. So it's very economical to run. So if you're going to be needing to drive longer distances, because the electric vehicles would have particular ranges which they can cover depending on the vehicle, but with the hybrid system in place, if you put fuel in the vehicle, you're going to be able to cover a longer range. So if you need to buy, if you're somebody that covers a longer distance, the hybrids will suit you more. If you're someone that needs to run shorter distances and you have access to charging, places that you can charge the vehicle, the electric vehicles will suit you more. And like I said, the hybrid vehicles will be slightly cheaper to buy. They will generally be cheaper to buy compared to the electric vehicles. In the long run, however, after many years of usage, you would expect to spend more on the hybrid vehicles because they are going to need some replacements, especially with the battery replacements. So with hybrid vehicles, keep in mind that in the longer term, you're going to need to spend more. So whether you're choosing an electric vehicle or a hybrid vehicle will depend on your circumstance. Do you need to go only short distances and you have access to charging points? The electric vehicle will serve you more. Do you need longer range driving and you don't need to charge the vehicles, but you need to put fuel in the vehicle? The hybrid serves you more. Both technologies are different from the traditional gasoline vehicles, but both of them are generally efficient and more environmentally friendly.